The brief visit of UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to New Delhi lasted just a few hours, but its timing revealed Abu Dhabi's growing unease with its largest neighbor, Saudi Arabia. Relations between the two Gulf powers have cooled sharply, and the UAE is now looking to India for strategic depth. The main source of friction is Yemen. Saudi Arabia and the UAE entered the war together in 2015 against the Iran-backed Houthis. Their paths soon diverged. Riyadh has backed the internationally recognized government and wants a unified Yemen under strong central control, partly to secure its southern border. Abu Dhabi has invested heavily in the Southern Transitional Council, which controls much of the south and seeks greater autonomy or outright independence. By late 2025, the disagreement turned into direct confrontation. Saudi airstrikes hit positions held by UAE-supported southern forces in areas like Mukalla and Aden. Riyadh accused the UAE of fueling separatism that threatens Saudi security interests. Abu Dhabi withdrew some troops in response. Both sides kept public rhetoric calm, but the strikes exposed a breakdown in trust. Other disputes have added to the strain. The two countries have competed for influence in the Horn of Africa, each courting Sudan and Ethiopia with investments and port deals. Past OPEC plus quota fights saw Riyadh push for higher production, while the UAE demanded a larger share to reflect its capacity. Saudi Arabia, as the dominant voice in the Gulf Cooperation Council, has quietly rallied other members behind its Yemen stance, leaving the UAE more isolated within the bloc. While Saudi Arabia cannot directly choke UAE sea trade, Dubai's ports and Jebel Ali remain open routes. The kingdom's sheer economic and military weight gives it leverage to apply pressure inside GCC forums or through coordinated policy shifts. A separate but related concern for the UAE is the tightening axis involving Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey. In September 2025, Riyadh signed a mutual defense pact with Islamabad that treats an attack on one as an attack on both. Pakistan, nuclear-armed and cash-strapped, gains steady funding and political backing. Turkey, Pakistan's close partner, has deepened military ties through joint exercises, drone sales, and shared positions on regional issues. Ankara and Islamabad often align on matters that irritate the UAE, including past Turkish support for Islamist networks Abu Dhabi opposes. Although UAE-Turkey relations have warmed since 2021 with booming trade, the broader Saudi-Pakistan-Turkey linkage tilts regional influence towards Riyadh. For a smaller state like the UAE, this shift narrows room for maneuver. India offers a counterweight that carries none of these risks. New Delhi has no territorial ambitions in the Gulf, no history of backing proxy forces there, and no desire to join intra-Arab disputes. Its large professional military already conducts regular exercises with Emirati forces. The new defense agreement opens the door to intelligence sharing, joint training, and possible arms co-production. India's growing defense industry can supply equipment without the political strings attached to American or European sales. The human connection runs deep. More than 3.8 million Indians live and work in the UAE, the largest expatriate community by far. They staff hospitals, build infrastructure, run businesses, and send home billions in remittances each year. The UAE treats this diaspora well, offering long-term visas and pathways to greater security. A potential BrahMos missile deal would make strong strategic sense and fits naturally into the evolving UAE-India defense partnership. The BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, jointly developed by India and Russia, is already in service with the Indian Armed Forces and has been successfully exported to the Philippines. The UAE has previously shown clear interest in the system, seeking advanced precise strike capabilities that complement its existing Western-supplied arsenal without the political restrictions sometimes attached to American or European weapons. With the fresh letter of intent on strategic defense cooperation signed during the January 2026 visit, the groundwork now exists for deeper collaboration, including possible co-production or direct sales. Such a deal would give Abu Dhabi a high-speed, hard-to-intercept weapon for maritime and land targets, while providing India a prestigious Gulf customer and a major boost to its defense export ambitions. India's partnership with the UAE rests on mutual economic benefit rather than military patronage. Abu Dhabi values a partner that protects its citizens abroad and invests heavily at home. UAE funds have poured tens of billions into Indian ports, energy projects, and technology. On energy and trade, the relationship is equally practical. The fresh LNG deal guarantees supply to India's expanding market while providing the UAE stable revenue as it moves beyond oil. Bilateral trade already exceeds $100 billion annually. A stronger defense tie safeguards these flows against regional disruption, whether from Yemen's continuing war or Houthi attacks on shipping. Iran remains a shared worry, though handled differently. Saudi Arabia maintains a harder stance. The UAE has rebuilt trade and diplomatic links with Tehran to reduce direct threats. India's balanced ties with Iran through Chabahar port and oil imports, yet close to UAE and Israel, give Abu Dhabi useful indirect channels without forcing confrontation. The short January visit was a deliberate hedge, with Saudi Arabia flexing muscle in Yemen, aligning more closely with Pakistan and benefiting from Turkey's regional ambitions. The UAE faces a neighborhood where old assumptions no longer hold. India provides reliability, a rising power with a huge market, a capable military, and a massive diaspora that ties the two countries together at the human level. New Delhi gains secure energy, Gulf investment, and a foothold in West Asia without picking sides in Arab rivalries. Gulf alliances are shifting faster than at any time in decades. When the largest player turns assertive and builds new security links, smaller states must adapt. The UAE has chosen India as a steady external partner, one that strengthens its position without creating new enemies nearby. In an uncertain region, that is pragmatic leadership.